Chef Anthony here at Don's Appliances. So excited to bring this. I'm outdoors. I'm gonna make a nice tomahawk with a little bit of roasted tomato tacos on it. But the star of this show is we got the grill preheated. We're using the high sear zone, okay? Perfect for big cuts of meat like this. We're gonna get the char we want on it. Really the crispiness from edge to edge is what you wanna see. High sear zone's adequate for thick cuts of steak like this. We're gonna actually pull it back and really concentrate the flavor and kind of bake it. So we're gonna show you two different cooks on one amazing grill today. So let's jump right into it. Chef got a little bit of rub right here. I actually have 1 part black pepper, 1 part kosher salt, 1 part garlic powder. So I feel like this is kind of, just a general. We don't really want a lot of sugars and a lot of spices. Tomahawk steak's a beautiful steak anyway, so we don't want to really clog it up. And be wary of the high sear zone. The more sugar you put on something like that, the more it's going to caramelize, the more it's going to char. Let's keep it easy. Salt, pepper, a little bit of oil, and really let the flavors come out and the steak show. So a little bit of drizzle of olive oil on here, just to richen up. This will tack it up, help this kind of crust and rub. So we'll spread this on there, nice and easy like that. Look how nice it looks. We'll get the side here, flip that bone. All right, a little bit more oil. Beautiful cut of meat here. Excited for this one. Don't forget this side. This is my favorite side. This has a lot of fat. This is gonna flare up. You can trim some of this, but you're gonna see it's really gonna add some flavor and some depth. Perfect. Get this on all sides. This, let me clean my hands, ready to go. If you could do this the night before, it can help out as well, kind of help those flavors out. 1 tomato, we're just gonna slice it in half, and we're just gonna char that. Same with an onion like this. We're just gonna cut it in half. We're just gonna get a good little char on it, and it's really gonna aid and help our steaks out. So, steak ready to go. Infrared on high, already preheated. So, one last thing to do, let's head to the grill. Okay everyone, the high infrared sear zone is up, ready to roll. We're gonna throw our tomahawk right on there, just like this. Really get that great sear. Instant, you hear that sizzle, that smoke. That's what we wanna hear on a great quality piece of meat. But don't think about the sear zone as just being meat. So these tomatoes, these onions, they're gonna char on here very fast, and they're also gonna give us some great flavor. So if you're looking for a roasted salsa or things like that, or even to do some street corn and get it blistered, high sear zone will be your best friend for that as well. So just don't think we left the vegetarians out. Everyone can benefit from the high sear zone. I'm gonna put these, slide them right in the back, and see, we already see that fat starting to caramelize and really drip down and really get the flavor. That's another benefit of the infrared. It has that ceramic back to it, so it's really gonna heat, and it's really gonna heat on that stone and flavor up. So that flavor is gonna come right back to the meat. That's what we like to see. Really, the grill is doing a lot of the work for us. We wanna do this on all 4 sides too, just a little bit on that backbone, and especially a little bit on that front, on a piece of meat like this, okay? All right, look at that. It's pretty good, right? Indeed. So we're just gonna flip it over, make sure we get all the sides on an initial crisp, and then really go in for our last one. And then we're gonna place it in the center and get that indirect cooking to really carry over the center of this steak. Give it a nice flip up. We're gonna really get some char on that fat side. You're really gonna see a lot of flame there, but it's really essential to render it out. We'll do the back side, the bone side, I'd like to say here. But look at that. Look at the crispiness of that. You can just hear it crackling. That's a quality high sear. Look at that, everyone. See the sizzle, see the sear. Put our tomato here. Let's bring in our onions. Get the last bit of char on that, but that's a perfect seared steak. All right, so tomato looks great. Onion looks great. I'll just put these right by the steak. Okay, just like that. Beautiful. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn this burner on, okay? Keep this burner off, and we're gonna take the infrared, because we can still cook with it, down to low. So essentially what we're doing is indirect cooking. So we use this ceramic briquettes right here that really transfer flavor across and cook evenly. So that ceramic's gonna go right here, and then this heat is really gonna come over top. We're gonna maintain this grill at around 350 degrees till we hit our internal temperature for our steak. And we're shooting for a nice like medium to medium rare on this guy. So if you wanna keep it, if you're a well-done steak person, maybe you want to leave that on the high sear zone just a little bit more, maybe 3 minutes or something like that. You will get a harder char, so I watch out for that. You don't want to overcook this, but you know, the Coyote grill gives you all the tools to make it nice. So high here, low here, and we're going to really pay attention to our dial and keep it right around that medium range. So depending on doneness, probably 5 to 10 minutes because it's a thicker steak. Okay, grilling fans, right here. So just attempt the steak, and we're at about 127, which is perfect temperature. Look at that, it looks beautiful. Onions and everything look great. Onions and tomatoes look great. I'm actually just gonna put these to low right now, and then we're just gonna throw some tortillas down, kind of get some marking on them. I like to do them just on one side. I don't like to flip them because sometimes eats up too much of the fat. It's no good. So, but I think this is perfect. This is really the texture and everything we want to look for. Put these onions in the front here. Look at that. They're going to chop up. We're just going to add a little herbage to that. It's going to be perfect. Look at that. Nice. Perfect. And now I'll take this guy too. Put all 3 of these on. Nice warm tortilla for our tacos. So, let's take this all off. Once again, let's recap. Heat from here on the right and the left, kind of come to the center, flavorize it, cook it to 127, 130, and now we're gonna take it off, let it carry over for a few minutes. We're gonna carve it down. We're gonna see how great these tacos really are. So keep tuned. All right, let's finish this tomahawk out right. Listen to that, look at this. You hear that? That's perfect sear on that. All right, I got the onion. I'm just gonna put just a knife through this onion, rough chop it, kind of get the blister off this tomato, take the skin off, and put that right in the mix here. You know, nice whole tomato. Give it a quick chop. Put the knife through, make it like rustic style. I'm gonna add some parsley in here too. Just twist it off, and a little bit of fresh basil that we had. Really put it at the end. It's nice and hot. It'll actually steam up and really get us some good flavor. Look at that. Chop it up right on this board. These I don't need. I'll put them off to the side. Oh, that smells great. I'm gonna put this right in the bowl. Can add some acidity to it if you want. I'm not. I'm gonna keep this full flavor. Just add a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, whatever's in there. Get it all out. Give that a quick mix. And talk about the star. Clean the knife off here. Tomahawk, I know everybody's waiting to see this one. So slice this down like so off the bone. You could save that great bone for presentation, but we're gonna slice right into that. That's perfect, look at that. Beautiful steak, beautiful. Give nice thick slices like this. Oh, that's wonderful. Right here, my favorite piece out of everything. Camera, look away. Ah, great char, great crust. I always call this the chef's cut because it is the most flavorful piece. With that being said, let's slice the rest of this down. Beautiful. That is mouth-watering. Let's take our tacos. Serve that bone on the side, just like that. Give us some height on this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just like that. Throw a little bit of our mixture right here. Layer a couple pieces of our amazing steak. And that's really tomahawk steak, a great taco, ton of flavor, infrared sear, makes life so easy. I can't stop chewing, so Hope you enjoy this one. I'm gonna have a taco. Excellent. Enjoy.